What's up everybody, whydavis here, back with another review. So I'm showing you guys the Air Jordan 5 Burgundy. Alright guys, and these officially come out on the 29th, but these were supposed to come out about 2 weeks ago. And last week on my community tab, I did let you know that they did drop them on Nordstrom's. They forgot to change it or whatever the case may be. They didn't want to be sitting with extra pairs, but they did drop it about a week or two ago. And then Union did the same thing about a day or two later. So I will show you guys pictures of everything I'm talking about right here. But with that being said, let's get into it guys. Now we haven't seen this shoe since 2006, and this is the first time it is retroing since then. Now I will say back in the day, they did look a little bit darker and a little bit more hairier, and I will show you guys when I do take these shoes out. But this is a box right here. We get a gray box and we get these paint splatters in gray all the way around the box. I did go with a size 9.5 on these. We do not get a suggested retail on this box, but as you guys saw earlier in the video, I did get these from Prosper, so they also did drop the shoes a little bit early than expected. So with that being said, you know, these shoes were been supposed to drop and then they kept pushing the date back. That being said, this is the box right here. Now on the top of the box it says Air Jordan Flight Club. Now some of you guys may be wondering what that is. I have talked about this in other videos. I'm gonna give you guys another update. I don't think I actually told this story that I'm about to tell you guys. So back then when I used to go to my friend's crib like almost every weekend after track, and we used to have a ritual of seeing each other on the All-Star weekend of basketball. I used to go to his room, and I just remember like he had a whole bunch of Jordan memorabilia all over his room, and I would ask him how'd he get this. He said that his pops was a member of the Flight Club fan club, and what that means is basically in the early 80s and the early 90s you had a chance to sign up on Nike and basically get autographed stuff and things like that. But now it's pretty much impossible to get that stuff anymore. That stuff is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. I will show you guys some pictures right here if I can find it, but it just comes with certain memorabilia and things like that that is pretty hard to get today, and back then Nike used to just give it to you. I'm not sure if they still have a fan club like this today or how much it costs to get in, but you know, it is what it is. But that's the whole thing on that topic. But let's open up the box here. So the top of the box, I don't see any stamps or anything like that on the top of my box. I do see a sticker right there though, as you guys can see. And we do get some white tissue paper with some gray paint splatters. Taking out this beautiful shoe right here. This shoe is just fire in my opinion. Now the longer these age, the better they will look in my opinion. I will show you guys the pair in 2006 that came out. All right here. Now this is a raw video. I haven't looked at how much that shoe cost or anything like that, but if I remember correctly, the Jordans cost around 150 to 145 in like 2006. I want to say that's when, like, man, that was just a crazy time, bro. And I know for a fact they were like 145 to 150 because I remember the Fire Red 5s came out that Christmas. That was before they used to do like the Air Jordan 11s every year for Christmas, and the Fire Red 5s that came out in that December time, and that shit was like 160. My mom was like, hell no. So I remember like 2006 was just basically like the year of the 5, and man, it was just a crazy time. I think the green beans also dropped that year too, if I'm not mistaken. The white and green sticker on the box right here, as you guys can see. Okay, now the retail on this is $225, and a lot of people are disappointed about that, myself included. I felt like this should have been a $200 shoe, but in my opinion, the materials on this do look really good. I will say the suede on this is really nice, and it is a brushed suede, so when you guys put your hand on this material, it does have a pattern change. All right, but looking at the bottom of the shoe here, we do get this translucent outsole in blue. It's supposed to slow down the yellowing, but as you guys can see, the midsole and the netting on this shoe is yellowing pretty fast. Keep these clean as much as possible when you guys do get these in hand, but this is the bottom of the shoe right here, and it says Jordan going across the middle with the Jumpman up there in a darker blue. Looking at the midsole here, we can see that icy blue sole. We see the shark teeth with some paint splatters on there in the burgundy and gray. And then we get the air bubble towards the back of the shoe on both the outside and the inside of the shoe right there. Coming up towards the base of the shoe, once again, we get this really nice nubuck suede on here in that red burgundy, and it is pretty neat. It doesn't have like a nappy feel to it. It is pretty smooth. If you guys look at that on the outside of the shoe, once again, you can see that my netting is yellowing, and that blue is supposed to slow it down, but on my pair, it already starts. It's already starting to show yellow signs. All right, but looking at the outside of the shoe, I got a pretty good pair. I don't really see any stitching errors on my shoes. I do see a little bit of glue stains on the outside of the shoe, but let me know if you guys are copping these. Is $225 too much of a price point, or if you guys are gonna wait for these to go under retail, because I believe these will go under retail. You know, it was a different time back in 2006. People actually copped the shoes that they wanted and didn't really care about hype. It was more so about, dang, I like that colorway, I want to get that shoe. Especially for me back then, I always wanted every shoe that dropped. I didn't care what color it was. For some reason, I wasn't really big on hype. I mean, I was big on hype, but you know, it was just every time a new shoe came out, I wanted that shoe, you know what I mean? Just like I tell you guys in other videos, anytime I get a new shoe, it becomes my favorite for a little bit of time. So it was just a different time back then, and I think this shoe will sit, but to me, this is a piece that you should want to have in your shoe if you were born back then and missed out on it. But you know, to each his own. On the inside of this shoe though, this is what it looks like. Pretty clean in my opinion. I do see a little bit of glue stains in there, but nothing too crazy. You cannot see these things from far away, only if you are very close looking at the shoe. All right, now looking at the toe box of the shoe, these will crease up pretty easily. As you guys see that I'm touching down on it, you will need some wearable shoe trees. You can use my code of whydavis on creasebeats.com. They're currently sold out, but once they do reload the site, you guys can get those immediately. But once again, they do sell out quick because they are one of the best shoe inserts in the world right now. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you guys do that. I will leave the link in the bio below. Looking at the mudguard here, we do see some gray stitching. Looking a little bit lower than that, we do see a little bit more glue stains, some burgundy stitching, and we see the burgundy creeping up from the bottom of the shoe. We only do get one pair of laces in these, and they come with the gray laces. Would you guys rather see white laces or black laces in these, or keep it natural or keep it neutral? I do like the neutral feel. I feel like, you know, whatever colorway normally is standard in the shoe is what I like to go with. If this looks a lot cleaner in my opinion, but to each his own. We do get a little bit of neoprene at the bottom of the shoe right there. Looking at the actual tongue of the shoe, we get this clear translucent netting, all right, which is also starting to yellow, if you guys can see that. Top of the tongue right here, we get the Jumpman in burgundy. We get that 3M tongue, which is on majority of the Air Jordan 5s, if not all of them, if you guys can see that. All right, and then when you put the flash on it, it does hit. I'll show you guys that real fast. On the inside of the tongue right here, it says Air Jordan. All right, and burgundy and white is the background. We do get some tissue inserts on these shoes. Also forgot to talk about this piece right here that we do get on the Air Jordan 5s that comes standard. I just took it off already, and we do get this translucent piece, and the lace lock is gray. You don't get a Jumpman on the actual gray lace lock. I know I'm not tripping. It normally does have a Jumpman on there, so maybe mine just don't have it. But let me know when you guys do get your pairs if you guys have that Jumpman on your lace lock or not, because I'm pretty sure that it normally does have a Jumpman right there on that lace lock, but both of mine don't have that Jumpman on the lace lock. So let me know if that's something new, or am I just tripping right now? But anyway, back into the inside of the shoe here, we do get this gray on the sock lining. All right, and on the inside of the shoe, we do get the good insoles. This is the Dream Cell insoles, and it is gray. We get the sizing sticker over top of the burgundy Jumpman logo, which kind of looks black depending on which way you have it in the lighting. All right, but on the back here it does say Dream Cell. So, you know, Air Jordan 5s are one of the more comfortable Air Jordans on the lineup, so these are pretty good when it comes to wearing them all day and things like that when you get the right size. We do get the elastic band tongue in this shoe in black, so these shoes will stay locked in on your feet, especially if you go up half a size. The production dates on this is 01/18/23 to 3/07/23. Show you guys that real fast. So make sure you guys stay throughout the whole video for the sizing tips. Underneath the actual insole, it is white with some burgundy stitching, and we get some thick piece of tape in there, as you guys can see, in like a yellow. All right, and a stamp as well. Okay, now coming towards the back of the shoes here, we get some gray trimming at the top, and then we see that burgundy suede down the whole back of the shoe, and then we see the Jumpman's back there in gray, and then it goes down to the blue icy sole. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys my foot is in the toe box right now. Okay guys, so this is what they look like on feet. Pretty clean in my opinion. Now I'm a true size 9, when we get 9.5 in on my shoes. I did go up half a size on these. If you want a better wearing experience, go up half a size. Even though Air Jordan 5s do run a little bit big in my opinion. They also do have the elastic band tongue on the inside, so your foot will stay locked in. I will also show you guys that I have no slippage on here, and the shoe is unlaced on the left side right here, just in case you guys are wondering. So if you have wider feet or just want a better wearing experience, go up half a size from your original size. I'm showing you guys my foot is in a toe box right here, so I'm wiggling around, but if you guys cannot tell, my big toe is right here. So I do have a little bit of space in this shoe, as you guys can see right there, and I don't feel this material on the inside or on the outside of my foot. As you guys see, when I push down, I have room to push down before it touches my toe. Now with that being said, these are pretty comfortable on feet, especially with the Dream Cell insoles. Air Jordan 5s are one of the more comfortable Air Jordans on the Air Jordan lineup, and I'm gonna show you guys what these look like with some different pants options right now. Okay guys, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love, and stay tuned.